Episode 3638, God Turns My Darkness into Light.
Moms, it's time to rediscover, rejuvenate, and renew who you are in mind, body, and spirit. Welcome to Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie, the show to help you do just that. Here's your host, certified life coach, personal trainer, and nutritionist, Christiane Wargo.
Happy day. Are you ready for a fabulous week? Well, guess what? You got to start it first with God. Oh, yes. Rise and shine and give God the glory today. God turns my darkness into light. For those of you who are brand new to Create Your Now, welcome to this incredible family. I'm so delighted of your presence. If you already haven't had the opportunity, you'll want to head on over to createyournow.com, where you can learn more and sign up for the Kisses newsletter, the Keep It Simple strategy, everyday solutions to live, love, and impact. Well, have you looked at the calendar? We are mid-March already. Can you believe this? We are almost 3 months through a brand new year. This is ridiculous. How fast can time go? Well, sometimes we ask God the same thing. How do you measure your days? If you constantly chase what others have, your light will begin to fade. Remember, God has brought light into your darkest days. Psalm 18, verse 28 says, "You, Lord, keep my lamp burning. My God turns my darkness into light." Something that I really believe we need to remember. Because I don't know about you, but have you ever gotten up in the middle of the night and for whatever reason, your nightlight or your charger that has a little light on it isn't lit, and all of a sudden you're trying to walk. And oh, by the way, you've moved a few things. Maybe you have a box or two, as we do, or maybe it's a suitcase. You just came back from traveling, and all of a sudden you are flat on your hands and knees because you tripped over something you didn't know was there. That's usually what happens when we're trying to live our life without God. We're tripping over everything. But you see, God says, I got you. I can turn your darkness into light, but you got to let me. You got to let me in. So let me ask you this. How are you calling out to God today? Are you scrambling to get ready for the day that you haven't spent much time with Him? Maybe even your shower time. I love to call it my shower inspirations. When I get into the shower, it's just like, it's just this melting of everything. And yes, it's a very, very hot shower. I love hot showers. So there's steam everywhere and my mind gets going. And if I don't watch it, I lose my main focus, which is really to spend time with God. I love doing that in the shower. I love doing that when I work out. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just like cleaning off everything, whether it's working out because I'm sweating it out or whether it's I'm literally washing it all away. But that's for me. What is it for you? How do you start your morning? Are you one who says, Christiane, I have to have 2 hours a day every single morning. I got to get up at 4 o'clock. And if I don't, my day's ruined. Well, how has that been working for you? Because there are days that you have longer nights than days. And they add up over time. And then all of a sudden you're like, oh my gosh, I'm exhausted. And 4 o'clock comes and you're like, snooze, snooze, snooze. And now it's 8 o'clock. And you're like, oh, my day's ruined. I haven't spent any time with God. It's important how you spend it, but it's also important that you spend it with Him. Actually getting with Him. You know, He doesn't require you to pull out the Bible. He doesn't require you to grab a devotional. He doesn't require you to read a certain book. He requires you to simply come as you are. Even when you're frazzled, even when you're frustrated, even when you say there's nothing left and all you can think about is 4-letter words. Yes, foul mouth, foul mouth, foul mouth. But how are you coming? Let's look at this. What about His plans for this coming week? Are you wanting what He wants, or do you have your own life script? You know, many times we get lost in our own battles because we are fighting alone. We are our own life fighters. But let me tell you this, you're not alone, even though you may feel that way. And yes, you're going to have those feelings that pop up. Why? Because you're human. And quite frankly, you can handle your feelings. A lot of times, though, we just don't want to. And we just let them control us. And so you'll have that moment of loneliness and it sparks something and you're like, but wait, I don't have to stay there, do I? No, you don't. You don't have to stay there for long at all. Recognize them, honor them, but then guess what? Grab hold of God's hands. Ask him to sit down with you. Say, Lord, I need you. Seek his wisdom and grace and knock down the walls with the faith you build with God every day. No matter what comes your way, God turns your darkness into light. Light that always shines even in the darkest times. As much as we try to get everything right and perfect and we want to have it our way, what really needs to happen is we need to be a little more vulnerable with God. And you may be scratching your head a little bit saying, wait a minute, why do I have to be vulnerable? He already knows everything. Yeah, the difference is he wants a relationship with you. So he wants you to share everything. There's a difference. Yes, he already knows. He knows if you lied, tell the truth. He knows if you got a raise or not. He knows if you treated your spouse badly. He knows if you're late on your mortgage. He knows everything. He even knows that, you're going to be getting sick here in the next couple of days. I pray not. But he's the same God yesterday, today, and tomorrow. So why is it that we sit here and complain more instead of leaning on him more? Lean on your faith and trust that God is with you in the midst of your struggles. And if for some reason you're lacking, borrow someone else's confidence. Maybe turn on a little bit of here at Create You Now, our podcast. Why do you think I'm here every day? I know I kind of went absent for a couple months. I'm so sorry. But I was one who had to take care of myself. Or otherwise, we wouldn't be here. Don't forget to clue into what God is telling you. He will be present as much as you allow him. So when you wake up in the morning, you may be a little groggy because, you had a little bit too much fun the day before. Now, for me, my whole weekend has been a little bit of basketball. Got to watch those championships and more to come. And then we've got March Madness coming up, right? It is a madness thing. And then I'm really working hard on my house. And then I've got some projects, obviously, with Create Your Now. And then on top of that, we've got taxes. Okay, what is it for you? And those are just the things that involve special projects, in my opinion, and not the everyday to day called, human interaction. I have a spouse. I have children. I have grandchildren. I have animals. I have neighbors. I live in a community. I go to church. That human interaction needs to happen. But you see, what would happen if you got up and you're like, I'm tired. I get that. But I feel good. I feel good not because my joints aren't aching me because, quite frankly, they ache a little bit. But I feel good because God's got me. No matter what I face today, I know he's going to have me. So today I ask you, Lord, show me who is supposed to cross my paths so that I may serve. Let me be watchful. Look for the God winks in your everyday life. My friend, you are not alone in your journey towards seeing the light in the darkness. But guess what? You get to choose if you want to stay in the darkness. It is a choice. God gave us free will. He could have demanded just by, I guess you could call it a blink, a lightning strike, whatever you want to call it. And he could say, you will follow me. You have no choice. But he said, I don't want that. I want them to know who I am, learn about me, have faith, trust me, and take a leap of faith and walk with me every single day. And guess what? Some days you're going to walk better than other days. Some days you may have a limp and you're like, oh man, I just didn't get that done. Okay, all right, Lord, will you forgive me on this one? Yeah, okay, next. And other days you may be in a corner, sitting in a puddle of your own tears, crying out to him saying, Lord, I need you now. He'll be there with you too. He never leaves you nor forsakes you. You are not alone in your journey. So my encouragement for you today is when you roll out of bed, or maybe you're already out of bed and you're walking around your home, maybe you're driving, wherever it is, take a deep breath and center your heart with God's. Let Him speak life over you so that your darkness now becomes His light. Go in peace. Be present. Be incredible. Be you. I love you so very much. I cannot wait to see you on the other side. Blessings, hugs, and lots of love. We'll talk to you real soon. Have a glorious, blessed week. Bye-bye.
Feeling inspired, ready to train for life and love your journey? Visit createyournow.com for more incredible resources to help you along the way. We'll see you next time on Create Your Now, Your Best Selfie. And remember, always be sure you consult your physician before beginning any health and fitness plan.